Hello and welcome to another beer review here from the Czech Republic. Thank you very much for watching. Um, Today I'm going to have a beer from a brewery that is not usually available to me because they are based in the kind of southeast of the country in Luhačovice, which is in the Slin region. And because we are based in the northeast, it's northwest. It's not really an easy place for me to get to when driving. But because we have family in Luhačovice, I did drive there yesterday. I took a bit of a longer trip, leaving in the morning and then coming back in the evening, driving almost 800 kilometers, which in the Czech Republic is not always easy to do, because of the kind of, motorways. They're not as yeah, I would say built as maybe the German motorways. So, for 800 kilometers, you can take significantly more time than you would maybe in other countries. But it was still okay driving. Going there was a bit of a nightmare with a lot of traffic jams, especially just before Brno. I kind of realized that maybe going Friday and arriving in Brno just at around lunchtime probably wasn't the best idea, with people kind of, going home from work and, finishing early or, whatever the case may be. But coming back was actually quite simple. Going the D1 motorway is now a lot more pleasant than it may have been maybe 2 years ago, where you had a lot of construction work, but that's now completed. So it is a lot more pleasant, but it still takes, longer time than you may take for the same distance in other countries. But anyway, I did manage, and I'm glad I did because I was able to pick this up from the brewery. And today I'm going to have the Vincent, it's called Vincent Světlý ležák, from the Pivovar Luhačovice, or Lazenski Pivovar Luhačovice, as it is called. And Lazenski basically means, kind of spa. So, Luhačovice is a spa town, and it's a beautiful place as well. So, if you're looking to come to the Czech Republic and, you want to, do some spa treatments and just want to relax a little bit, Luhačovice is a great place to go to, because it's not as busy as maybe all the other spa towns, that you maybe have in the west of the country, like Karlovy Vary and, Mariánske Lázně and so on. I think Luhačovice, it's a great alternative, because first of all, it is really a beautiful place, very, very nice place to visit in a beautiful region as well. I mean, the Slin region, very close to Slovakia, is just very, very nice from a kind of, nature point of view. So you have a lot of forests, you have some mountains as well where you can walk, and just really switch off and relax, which is absolutely great. And again, Slovakia is just really in the vicinity as well. So if you want, you can head over to Slovakia and see a new country if you haven't already been there. But enough about that. Let's look at the beer. Vincent Světlý ležák. It comes with 40 IBUs and 4.7% alcohol content. It's a pale lager. And 40 IBUs, I think, what I'm really looking forward to is a hopefully pleasant hop bitterness, coming through. That would be my expectation. And of course, getting that freshness of a small brewery, a mini brewery, with their unpasteurized and unfiltered beer. I'm really looking forward to that fresh kind of beer taste. But really, the 40 IBUs, I really hope that hop bitterness really comes through today. It comes in a can, 0.5 liters. I used to get this in PET bottles before, but now that they're offering it in cans, I would actually prefer the cans, because again, with the PET bottle, although they're usually, quite fresh as well, you just never know if they have been exposed somehow to, UV light and whatever, and with these unpasteurized beers and unfiltered beers, they are fragile and they shouldn't be exposed to really anything. So that's why I think coming in a can is definitely a good option, and I'm glad they have decided to start selling their beers in cans as well. So let's give this a go. I'm really looking forward to it. beautiful. Beautiful fresh smell coming from this. Very nice. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see how it turns out in terms of the look and feel of the beer as well, which is, important. So let's see. I'm pouring this quite slow today because these beers are lively and I don't want to, create too much foam on top of the beer, which I have almost done. So you really have to be careful when you pour them. But, you can see this unfiltered part, the haziness of this, the thick foamy head. There is too much foam on it, for Czech standards, so I'm sorry about that, but it is a very lively beer. So you really have to be careful when you pour them, because you are gonna create a lot of foam on top of the beer. But overall, I mean, just look at it. It's a beautiful, beautiful impression. Absolutely amazing. I really like the kind of dark golden color, but really the haziness that comes with them because they're unfiltered, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And again, that beautiful fresh smell. So I can't wait. Na zdraví. Absolutely amazing. And that's what I keep saying about these mini breweries here in the Czech Republic. It doesn't get better than this. You with this beer, from the very beginning, you really get a beautiful kind of hop aroma. There is maltiness in there as well. It's nicely balanced, so these two elements go very, very nice with each other. And then you get that slight hop bitterness that comes through at the end, and it actually remains with you for a little bit as well, so it doesn't fade immediately, which is really, really great. I think this is an absolutely beautiful, well balanced beer. And one thing that I have noticed now, and I have to go back to the brewery about this and let them know what I thought about Vincent this time, because this isn't the first time that I'm having the Vincent Světlý ležák. I had this before once in a PET bottle, and when I drank it, I really felt as if I am drinking an APA. It was, an American pale ale. It was very fruity. It had just all the elements that I would expect from an APA. So I was wondering a little bit, maybe did they put on the wrong etiquette on the bottle, and instead of buying a Světlý ležák, I bought an APA. These things can happen. I mean, again, it's a mini brewery, and it's manual, it's manual work. So grabbing the wrong label, I wouldn't even be angry, because it can happen, because it's not an industrialized standard process. Everything is done manually. So I wrote to them and I asked them if there may have been a mistake, or maybe there were some remains in, I don't know, maybe in the tank where it was brewed, or I don't know, whatever can happen. So they did actually go to the place where I bought the bottle, and checked if there maybe have been a mistake of some sorts. And where I bought the bottle was in a restaurant called Konya, which I believe is called Horses or something like that, or at the Horses, or whatever, which is right next to the brewery. And I actually believe they kind of belong together. And they did confirm that the beer is it was right, and that's how it should be. But this one is different. So I will go back to the brewery and just kind of speak to them about my experience today, because today I'm really getting a Světlý ležák, a pale lager taste, the way I really expected. It is just really great hop bitterness coming through at the end, as I mentioned, but really that hop aroma and that maltiness coming through, and that freshness again from a mini brewery, unfiltered, unpasteurized. It does not get better than this. Absolutely amazing stuff. So if you ever visit the Czech Republic and you want to try different beers, I would definitely recommend the Vincent the 12 degrees, pale lager from the Lazensky Pivovar Luhačovice. They are available in some of the beer shops, obviously not in supermarkets and so on, but some of the beer shops will have them. But maybe take a trip, if you have time, to Luhačovice as well. Go to the brewery. I believe they offer tours as well. So I think every Friday at 5 o'clock you have to register, I believe. But if you contact them up front, you can get a tour of the brewery as well. But Luhačovice itself is a very, very nice town and well worth a visit. So if you're going to Prague, for example, you can take a train to Luhačovice. I think it takes about 4.5 to 5 hours. Or if you want to drive from Prague, well, if everything goes well, you should be there in kind of 4 hours as well. Maybe take a break and you're going to be there in 4.5 hours. If there's no traffic jams and, the weather is nice for a drive, you should be able to make it in 4 hours as well. So I really recommend to try and visit Luhačovice. You can then also visit Slin, which is just kind of next to it. Maybe it's 20 minutes drive from Luhačovice. There is also a very nice brewery, which I will review in another video. I also got some beers from them yesterday. But visit these guys. And if you can't visit Luhačovice, try to find it in one of the beer shops. Vincent, 12 degrees, pale lager. Absolutely amazing. Again, I can only recommend this. Just really what I'm looking for in a Světlý ležák, in a pale lager from one of the Czech mini breweries. If you have had this before, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. If you have visited Luhačovice, let me know as well. Let me know your thoughts about the town and how it compares maybe to other towns and regions in the Czech Republic. Subscribe to my channel for more video reviews from the Czech Republic, for Czech beers, but also beers from other countries. And I hope I will see you again in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.